What's going on, YouTube? My name is Matt Faircloth, and my company is called the DeRosa Group, and we're a real estate company dedicated to transforming lives through real estate. One way that we do that is through real estate education that is for free here on this YouTube channel that you guys can check out. And if you want me to talk about a specific topic, all you got to do is write that topic in a question form to helpme@DeRosaGroup.com. That is helpme@DeRosaGroup.com, and I'll answer the question right here on the channel for you and everyone else to learn from. So today's question comes from Alex. Thank you, Alex, for your question. And what Alex wants to know is something regarding that we get asked about a lot. And there's a lot of content on the channel already about this, but that's LLCs, Limited Liability Company. So Alex has a multifamily, but it's in his own name. Guess is, he didn't say this, but my guess is this is a house hack where he lived in one unit, rented out the other apartments to other people. And maybe it's like a 3-family, 4-family. That's a great way to buy real estate because you can lay low money down and get a really, really favorable, attractive mortgage. It's called a house hack. But what Alex is looking to do is to have an LLC manage that property that he owns. So he also owns the LLC and whether or not it's advisable to do that. Well, first, let's talk about why this is an issue even to begin with, right? If Alex is concerned with having I guess he doesn't say this, but the reason why people don't want to have leases in their own name with tenants is they're concerned about liability, slip and falls, or the tenants decide they want to sue somebody, or just getting into litigation or something like that with tenants. That it's great to have an LLC that sits in between, that's the responsible party, that's the lessor. There's the lessee is the tenant, the lessor is the landlord. So to have this LLC that Alex completely controls as the owner of the LLC be the interface between him and the tenant, right? Short answer is yes, that's a good idea. And you can defer some liability of the landlord position to that LLC, that there's a legally binding contract now between an LLC and the tenant versus the direct owner and individual and the tenant. And so if there's a lawsuit or nastiness or whatever that comes up, negligence matters, whatever, it can get deferred to the LLC. LLCs are great. That's why people like them, is that they become an entity, another being, another person, another party that is over here. That's not you personally, that the people can go after with legal matters or complaints or suits or, legal or whatever against that thing versus you personally, so that they can't come get your personal stuff. Other side of it, Alex, is that here's the problem. If it is a real major legal matter and that tenant goes and calls a real lawyer or even an ambulance chasing lawyer or whatever, they're going to very quickly see you on the deed, on public record for the property. So the true-fired way to take yourself completely out of the equation is to move the property out of your personal name into the LLC. And you can do that via a vehicle called a quitclaim deed. I talk a lot about quitclaim deeds on the channel. If you want me to go more into how to get a property out of your personal name and into an LLC, send that to helpme@DeRosa Group and I'll shoot that for you, that video as well. And that does already exist on the channel in other conversations, but I'd be glad to shoot another one on how to get it out of your personal name into an LLC. But if you don't want to do that because you have a mortgage on the property or whatever, and there's ways around that too, but if you don't want to mess with it for one reason or another, then you can have the LLC stand in as a property manager. And because you own the LLC and you own the real estate, it doesn't have to be licensed or have to have a real estate license or anything like that. Any of those things. You're only deferring part of the liability as the contractual landlord. You're not deferring the liability as the property owner. So it's, you're halfway there. The next thing you can do to protect yourself from further liability, this is the way you want to go, Alex, is to wrap the property in a big umbrella insurance policy and up the liability on your current homeowners insurance you have on the property. So typical HOA homeowners insurance is going to give you about $1 million in GL coverage. You can up that to $2 million for not that much more money. And you can also get an umbrella insurance policy that sits above that GL policy on the house and covers. It's like kind of sits over everything, and that's like a couple $100 a year for a couple million versus umbrella coverage. And you can make it cover all your properties and your primary and all kinds of great stuff for liability issues. So it's not that much money for a lot of coverage. So that'll hopefully help you sleep a little bit better at night, is to have a little more insurance in the LLC if that's the way you want to go with it. So hopefully that helps. LLCs are not that complex, but they're perceived to be more complex than they actually are. And so I'm happy to explain them to folks and have people talk. The only thing I'll say is I'm not an attorney, so you should talk to an attorney when you set up that LLC. Don't just go buy an LLC in a box off the internet. Talk to a real attorney to set it up for you, Alex, especially if this is the way you want to go. That's what I got, guys. One more time, helpme@DeRosaGroup.com, helpme@DeRosaGroup.com. If you want me to answer your questions here on the YouTube channel, and just check us out online at DeRosaGroup.com if you want to hear more cool stuff that we have to offer, from education offerings to passive investments for accredited, non-accredited investors. That's what I got, guys. Have a great and profitable week.